You know, it's an age-old story, man. And a lot of people just they don't use their minds to comprehend the value. So it's like you get lost in the mythos of situations really fast. And it's easy to be in a circumstantial mindset to where you just believe you believe anything that goes on or whatever, especially when it comes to the mythos of actualities. Well, the energy kind of carries over in the same resistance. So it's like because um because the living waters, right? Because the water, the beach, like the water of life, the body water. It doesn't matter if you bleed. That's not water coming out of your blood. I mean, that's not water coming out as blood. You know that, right? Like your body does not produce water unless you sweat. And then that's not even real water. That's like salty solution or whatever, closer to saline. But the water that sustains your body literally is entrapped inside your body. So it doesn't really come out. You know what I'm saying? It stays inside you for a long time. So let's use that as an example to understand something. The living waters, the ocean water, you got to think about where this water came from and how is animals sustained to live in it without no covering. Just like a fish tank, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they tell you about the ebb and flow, the back and forth, and all this other stupid shit. Well, in fact, it's living waters. It's waters from, you know, situations that we can't fathom, bodies that we can't fathom. This is how we was able to have beaches and stuff like that. But you got to keep in mind, because that water had a characteristic trait, because it can give life or give of life, it is malevolent and benevolent. I didn't mean to say it like that. I meant to use the negative element. But what's the right words to use? It is divine and benign. I guess that's the right way to use it. Um, but we don't see that as a retrospect. It's almost like because it was a great vast amount of space in a body that can sustain and give life, it chose to take on characteristic of God status over human beings. This is always the ego energy that exists on the earth. So that's the waters. I'm gonna do a part two and tell y'all a story that happened to me a minute ago when I was doing music or whatever, but I'm gonna explain to y'all why this is true. And despite that as a particular value, right? Um, the universal energy, the divine energy, the galactic understanding. I'll just say that in the words of some brothers who be speaking. Um, the high octane value of the literal law of creation. It states and it stands only one being that stands behind that concept. The creator of all things is literally right behind the law of nature. Where it sits in the universe, quadrillion, gazillion, Google miles away, it's literally sitting right there, like the source of all things. But it's not in a materialistic value. It just states its power by its motion and its action, and it's fixed. It can't be stopped. It can't be moved. It can't be negotiated. Nothing. It's just divine creation energy, and it has no gender. Now, with these understandings that people lack, right, you're easily seduced by other entities that exist in the world. This is why they come to you and offer you forms of power, because it's the main way to your addiction. Your addiction is ego. This is why you say I can drink more, I can smoke more, I can fight more, I can fuck more, I can get more money. All this other stuff is ego. The whole world is based off ego. So that's your addiction aspect. So you could be tantalized by that. So even with how people treat individuals and what they do, they don't know that they already got a demon attached to them. Like, people don't be knowing shit. They just think they know shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you listen and follow the laws of divine starts unlocking your mind in ways because you have this space for knowing. This is why I taught all the things I was teaching, whether people wanted to comprehend it or not. Doesn't matter what you want to comprehend. I broke this shit down to a fine science for y'all to understand. The act of knowing things is the fact of how much space you got to obtain the knowledge. If you don't have space in your mind to have the knowledge, divine ain't going to wait on nothing. Divine is not going to be in your mind with knowledge just so you can put the book in the back row somewhere. No, you got to clear shit out. You have to literally drop what you think you know. You have to say to yourself, I'm not knowing that no more. That is not a reality. And wait. Meditate until divine puts something in its place to be stable. And that's a hard act in itself. This is why people don't go through with the divine discipline. So there's nothing going to be more powerful than the divine spark of life, which permits us to have the Christ conscious or the fire of the Most High. That fire that burns eternally. You have a solar plex that controls your legs and your upper torso and the directions of how you move things in life. This is why you don't go around busting nuts on every single female that you want to lay with, because you're literally giving out your life force energy. I've been celibate over a year, man, way over a year. I'm talking, it's gonna be 2 years wrapping around soon. It's gonna be 2 years wrapping around soon, like. And I laugh at myself. I be like, yo, this shit crazy. But you gotta fight. You gotta fight these temptations in the world, because they're coming at you in all types of forms, and you don't know what that even is. You don't have a clue. You just, oh, this must be came from me by divine. No, they're fucking beings who know how to tempt you more than divine is never gonna tempt you. You should just be happy that you got life in the first place. So they had to give you criteria of astrology just so you can have something to be tempted by. You know what I'm saying? I'm a water sign, but I'm not tempted by the water. You know what I'm saying? Like the flow of water has everything to do with lust and power and manipulation and all those things. I'm a Cancer, but I'm not of the Cancer tribe. Like, I love the Cancer family, I really do, especially the high vibing ones. Those are the ones who know their counterpart from the universal. But the ground Cancers, niggas is wicked. They wicked, yo. Like, and I've seen them. I'll be like, yo, you a Cancer? You ain't got no love in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. But I understand more. I understand more now about divine telling you about how to be, particular ways opposed to people and the characteristics that we carry. I understand, overstand, and understand now. So it's like, in churches and religions, they don't give you the knowledge that you're supposed to have. They just tell you don't, because they know it's going to tempt you to do so. So with that being said, we're going to tap in a little bit later, because I don't got much time to build with y'all, but we're going to keep building. We're going to keep cooking. Please like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And share this out if you vibe with my information. And the information in the description to support is always there. NAGA.